Previously on Braylon Brown, we watched him go from not taking any snaps until midway through his sophomore season at Army to winning the Big Ten Player of the Year and killing the Combine to secure himself a spot in the first round of the draft, where he would have one of the best rookie seasons of all time, securing an Offensive Player of the Year award and a Pro Bowl appearance in just his first season. Being drafted to a rebuilding Panthers squad, Braylon is not only looking to build upon his incredible individual success, but steal some extra wins this season and make it into the playoffs. Let's see if he can get it done. PARLAY is an up-and-coming DFS app that really needs more attention. With fully customizable alt lines, losing your parlay by 0.5 is a thing of the past. Add that with line reductions and payout boosts that refresh every day, no more waiting for Taco Tuesday to find value. If you sports bet and don't have parlay play, you're wasting your time. Click the link below or use code CJEA at sign up to receive a 100% deposit bonus up to $100 and a $5 free bet. Thank you to Parlay Play for sponsoring this video. Week 1's actually going to be a great game to see where we stack up against the rest of the league, as we have the Texans, a playoff team from last season, and we're already down 6 points here in the second quarter as we were struggling to get it going early on, but this drive after that screen pass and this run, we're finally able to string together some good plays to get into the red zone, where Bryce is going to give me the ball. I'm going to take the inside zone to the outside to go ahead and pick up about a gain of 7, and then on the 2nd and 3, we're going to go right back to the screen. I'm going to pick up some nice blocks in the open field to go ahead and dive into the end zone. They would take it back though, but it's not going to matter, as the very next play, they're going to line me up out wide. I'm going to go ahead and get my first receiving touchdown the very next play. Already picking up where I left off from last season, getting some good plays on the ground and through the air. And this season, it's really a priority for me to establish myself as the best dual threat in the NFL, where I would catch this ball here and get tackled short. So we'll go for it on the 4th and 2, and I'm able to get the yards we needed, set us up with the 1st and goal, where they just go ahead and feed me the ball again. I'm able to get into the end zone for the 2nd time this game, and more importantly, to take the lead here in this game against the Texans. Our defense would then get a defensive touchdown and just run out the clock right here to go ahead and start 1-0 against a really good AFC squad. So we're already starting the season off on the right foot. My stats aren't looking too great, but I did get in the end zone twice as we head to Atlanta for our first divisional game of the season. And if y'all boys remember from last year, Atlanta just had no answers for me. Both times when we played them, I went absolutely crazy. So let's see if we can keep that trend going here early on in my sophomore season in the NFL. Already halfway through the second quarter, our offense has been pretty quiet, but I'm able to catch this ball right here to go ahead and set us up with our first and goal of the game. They're going to feed me again, and I'm going to fall forward for a gain of 8, and they're just going to go ahead and call my number once again as I fall into the end zone to go ahead and tie up this game at 7 before the half. We're going to go ahead and get the second half kickoff, so hopefully we can go ahead and take the lead here as I'm able to make a defender miss for about 12 yards as we're finally starting to find our rhythm on offense, as Bryce Young is able to find old-ass Michael Thomas down the field for a huge play to go ahead and give us another first down as I break down a defender right here and then outrun the next to go ahead and get in the end zone for another touchdown to give us the lead that we were looking for. And as we jump to this 4th quarter, this was just another dominant game for me against the Falcons. We're only up 3 points here, but as you see, 20 for 127 as I get another big run right here to give us a gain of 12. And I get wide open right here, but Bryce Young misses me, forcing us to go ahead and take another 3, but our defense will go ahead and get a stop. So Bryce Young's able to kneel this out for us as we start this season undefeated in the division and 2-0, where I had a way more impressive game with 140 yards rushing, and Bryce Young is asking me how I think we're looking, and I think we look a lot better than last season. Things are finally starting to click, and I feel like we're really starting to get our chemistry. Headed into week 3, where we have another tough game against the NFC powerhouse in the Detroit Lions, and we're already down 7-0, and me dropping this pass right here will force us to punt and give Detroit another 3 points, putting us down 2 scores here in the second quarter as we're starting another game off slow. It seems like we can never get anything going in the first quarter, and we really need to pick up our starts if we want to be successful this season, as we're finally starting to gain some momentum as I catch this ball for another first down, and then they give it right back to me the next play on the screen, but I'm actually going to get stopped right here, and we're forced to take 3. Really struggling to find our rhythm here in the first half, so hopefully as we get the second half kickoff, we can finally get some points, and I'm able to start the second half with a huge run right here to already put us in Lion territory as we're desperately looking for a touchdown right here. Bryson's going to make an amazing throw off of his back foot to find me beating my man on the out route for another first down, where he's going to feed me again on this 3rd and 6, but unfortunately the defender's going to make a great open field tackle, and we're forced to settle for another field goal. Our defense has really been balling though, holding the high-powered lines to only 10 points, but we're going to be forced to punt again right here as Bryce Young is not able to find a man on 3rd and long. Defense bailing us out again with yet another stop, but then Xavier is going to get stopped right here to force a 4th and inches, and we're going to have to punt the ball again, where the Lions are finally able to get 3. So now with only a minute left, we need 7 points to tie up this game, and you know when the game is on the line who to give the ball to. I'm getting 2 receptions right here for back-to-back first downs, and then Bryce Young is able to find our tight end to set us up well within the red zone, making this game look winnable, but we do have no timeouts, and he's going to throw the ball to me right here. We're not going to be able to make it back to the line in time, and we're actually going to end up losing this game. Poor clock management and a slow start in the first is really what led us to losing this game, and like I said earlier, we have to stop with those slow starts. Only having 6 points through 4 quarters is just unacceptable, and I'm saying our whole offense struggled today, giving us our first loss on the season, but we're going to go ahead and bounce right back, taking the first play from scrimmage all the way to the house here in Seattle against the Seahawks, trying to establish ourselves as one of the best teams in the NFC, as losing to the Lions isn't all that bad, but we're seriously going to have to put some wins together if we want to be seen as a playoff team. And so far early on, it looks like the Seahawks run defense just won't have any answers for me. This is only my 4th rush, and I'm already over 100 yards here in the second quarter. In the very next play, I'm running for yet another first down. As our line is blocking, the holes are shaping up, and once I get to that second level, my speed is just elite. Literally running us all the way down the field in just 3 runs. But I feel like if Bryce Young would have lobbed this over my head, this would be an easy touchdown, but he's going to throw it right at the defender, forcing a 3rd and 7. He's going to try to find me again, where I'm actually going to drop this pass, but I didn't even call for that ball. And to make it even worse, our kicker's going to miss the field goal from point blank range. So we drove all the way down the field to still be down by 3 points. So right before the half, I'm doing everything I can to try to secure some points. I'm getting us all the way across the 50-yard line in just 1 run. And then with this halfback screen, I'm able to get us right inside of field goal range, and our kicker's not going to miss a second time. Literally putting the team on my back to tie up this game here in Seattle. And as we get the second half kickoff, I'm still on my bullshit. Getting 1 reception and already flipping the field. Where we go with the halfback stretch, and I would actually pick up huge yard, but it would be called back for holding. So now we're back here on a 2nd and 24, but it's not going to matter, as I'm going to absolutely fry my man on the outside. They just literally cannot do anything to stop me, as whether I'm getting the handoff or I'm out wide, I'm picking up huge yards to put us at the 2-yard line. I'm just going to go ahead and run it in again, getting another touchdown on this game and giving us a 7-point lead, where I have 13 rushes for 169, and then Bryce is going to hit me for another long reception, picking up over 20 yards here in this tie game with only 3 minutes left, and we're trying to make this the last drive of the game. Got that 2 clock on, and I'm still running the ball at will. 15 rushes for 190 yards as the 2-minute warning hits, and I'm not stopping there. I have 1 man to beat to get into that end zone, and obviously I'm going to make him miss and get up in there to go ahead and give us the lead right back. Showing up in crunch time once again, as I did so many times last season, as we try to go to an impressive 3-1 to start the year, and our defense gets the final stop we need. So we're just going to go ahead and get this last run right here. But just to put some salt in the wound, I'm going to make 3 more defenders miss and get another first down, as I rush for over 240 yards on this game. And just to show y'all for future reference, yes, we're on all Madden, but I've been putting in work all offseason long. Go ahead and combine for over 350 yards as we head into the next game against Arizona. 1-3, so we should be able to take this win and really establish ourselves as one of the best teams in the NFC early on. We are down 7 points right here, but we're putting a good drive together as Xavier's able to get into the end zone, and we get the kickoff to start the second half. So I'm going to go ahead and get my first huge run of this game, but unfortunately, I'm going to get wide open right here, and me and Bryce Young just aren't able to get on the same page, and we're forced to punt the ball again, where we have to start our next drive at the 2-yard line, but I'm able to go ahead and give us some breathing room, picking up a nice gain of 17 to start the 4th quarter, as we're in another close game here at home, and I'm trying my best to put the team on my back, picking up our next 3 first downs as we only have a minute left in this game, and we force the Cardinals to burn their first time out, and I'm getting another first down. Literally getting every first down since we were at the 2-yard line, all the way down here to the 3, breaking multiple tackles and forcing Arizona to use their final timeout before I break another tackle to get in the end zone. Literally putting the team on my back and getting every yard on the final drive of this game to secure us a W and move to 4-1, as we have a tough Eagles squad. They are 3-2 right now, but this is still the same dominant roster from last season, so we're going to have to be on 10 if we're going to want to win this game. And of course, I'm going to fumble the very first drive. Jalen Carter popping me how he was popping Mahomes on Sunday, as our offense is also going to go ahead and get 7 off of that turnover, but I'm going to go ahead and make up for it by breaking some tackles and getting a huge run right here. But Jalen Carter is still continuing to wreak havoc, forcing us to punt again, and they get another 7. So now we're down 14 points here against Philadelphia. I'm going to get a huge run, and I have 1 man to beat, but CJ Gardner-Johnson actually makes a great open field tackle. Those are the plays that I have to make and finish if we're going to want to win games like this, as I still feel like I need to have incredible games just for us to have a chance to win. Every game so far this season has been close, and I feel like I've been playing my ass off, getting most to all of the yards on this drive again before I'm able to get us our first touchdown of this game to only put us down 7. But the Eagles will make us punt and then go ahead and score. So at the start of the 4th quarter, we're still down 14 points. It's starting to look bad as we only have 4 minutes left in this game, but you know that I'm still going to be fighting until the end. Time's not on our side, so they're sliding me up out wide, and I'm still able to make plays, catching first down after first down to go ahead and put us in the red zone. And then Bryce Young is going to go ahead and find me again to go ahead and set us up with the 1st and goal, where he's going to go ahead and find old man Michael Thomas to go ahead and get a touchdown to only put us down 7. The fact that this man is like 50 years old and he's still making plays for us is insane, but unfortunately we will run out of time as we're going to lose to Kenny Pickett in the Eagles. We lost to the Eagles and Jalen Hurts wasn't even playing, so that is a tough loss to take as we drop down to 4-2 on the season. Losing to a team that we'll potentially see in the playoffs without their starting quarterback is not a good sign for us, but we're just going to have to go ahead and shake it off and try to bounce back, as I'm starting this game as I do every other, picking up huge yards as I'm averaging over 10 a carry here so far, but unfortunately our drive would be stopped short and we would be forced to take 3 here early against New York, putting us down 7 points here right before half. But Bryce Young's able to find Xavier as he absolutely fries his man, and he's actually going to take this one all the way into the end zone to give us a huge play right before the half, and we also get the kickoff, so we're trying to take this lead back, but I'm going to fumble for the 2nd consecutive game. I get absolutely smacked, and they're able to recover the fumble as well as get a field goal off of it. So with only a minute left in this 4th quarter, I'm going to have to make up for that fumble as I make a tough catch here on Sauce Gardner to put us across the 50-yard line as we're starting to run out of time. But Bryce Young's able to find me again as I beat the linebacker, and I'm not only going to break a tackle, but I'm going to pick up some more yards to get us to the 18-yard line, and I'm able to get out of bounds to conserve our 2 timeouts. Where the next play, Bryce Young's going to go ahead and find find our tight end right here, and we're going to burn our timeout to at least guarantee us 3 points, as coach is going to pull us off the field right here, but our kicker is going to miss another field goal from point blank range. I'm starting to think that this man is a terrorist disguised in a Panthers jersey, as this is the second time that he's missed an easy field goal, and we're going to lose another game, losing 2 in a row to put us at 4-3, and now we have one of the best teams in the NFC in the 6-2 49ers. So we really need to pick up our play if we want to be considered one of the best teams in the NFC this year. And I'm able to start this game off on the right foot, setting us up with the 1st and goal, where they're going to go ahead and feed me again the very next play, and I'm able to dive in the end zone to go ahead and give us the lead here in San Francisco. Their offense would score to tie it up, but then I'm going to get this inside zone and bounce it to the outside, making a defender miss, and no one's going to catch me, as I'm going to take this one all the way to the house, getting a huge touchdown against one of the best defenses in the NFL, as I already have 2 touchdowns for over 100 yards here in the first half. They would actually slow me down, and I would only have 20 yards in the 3rd quarter, and we're down here in the 4th by 3. So we're trying to go ahead and put this final drive together so we can avoid this 3-game losing streak, as I'm fighting with all my might, breaking tackles and getting us another 1st down. They line me up out wide, and I'm able to pick up 9 on the drag. As you know, when it's the last drive of the game, I'm basically going to get the ball every single play, picking up another gain of 9, where I'm going to go ahead and get this stretch and break Nick Bosa's tackle to get the 1st down we needed, as we chewed up most of all of the clock on this drive. I'm able to go ahead and get in the end zone to give us yet another go-ahead touchdown, as we're able to beat the 49ers. And to be honest, so when they asked why we won this game, I had to take the credit and tell them that they just couldn't stop me today, putting the team on my back for another week in a row, as now we have one of the best teams in the AFC. Our schedule is really tough this year, as we went from the Niners to now the 7-2 Buffalo Bills, and we're already down 7 points here in this 1st quarter, but it's starting to look like early on that our run game is going to be dominant this game, picking up yards at will, as I'm able to spin out 2 defenders to pick up another 1st down, as now we're well within Buffalo territory, and I'm able to go ahead and catch this ball on a key 3rd and 5 to keep the drive alive. And as that freight train gets activated, they're just going to go ahead and keep feeding me the ball. As you see, I'm fighting for every single yard. It's taking multiple defenders to bring me down, as I've really been working on my strength, and I'm able to get up in that end zone to tie up this game against Buffalo. And with our defense getting us a clutch stop right before the half, we're going to go ahead and try to take the lead right here, getting solid yards on this halfback screen. We followed up with the stretch, and I'm able to make a defender miss. And this Bills front 7 is just getting worked by us right now, as I'm able to secure myself my 2nd 1,000-yard season. It's only week 9 right now, so it's safe to say that I'm definitely one of the best backs in the league, and I'm going on an absolute dominant run. I've been performing, but we just need to go ahead and start stringing together some wins so the team success can follow. With this run right here, I'm well over 100 yards. They're going to feed me again, as I'm able to beat the DB to the outside and go ahead and get my 2nd touchdown of this game and give us the lead here against the Bills. They're actually going to go ahead and tie it up, so we're tied at 14 with only 2:26 left in this game, so it's going to be time for our 3rd game-winning drive in a row. Do I have it in me to put the team on my back once again? As honestly, Bryce Young needs to bullet that ball to my chest and not lob it up over the middle of the field, as I really feel like I could have made that catch if he put the ball in the right spot. So we're forced to punt, but our defense does get us another stop. So as old man Michael Thomas makes another big play, we still have a chance to go ahead and win this game against the Bills. As I get a little bit of space over the middle of the field, I'm able to make a tough catch on Jamal Adams. We're now definitely in field goal range, so we're trying to do as much clock as possible, but I'm going to get a huge run right here, breaking a tackle to go ahead and set us up with the 1st and goal and force the Bills to burn a timeout, as we take up most of their time right here. But I'm fully convinced that our kicker is Osama bin Laden in a Panthers jersey. How are you going to miss all of these field goals from close range, as we're forced to go to overtime again, but I get the 1st down and he makes this field goal. I don't know why he keeps missing all of those easy field goals, as this game should have been over, but I can't complain too much, as I rushed for over 200 yards against one of the best teams in the NFL, as we head back home for another NFC South matchup, as we play the Falcons for the 2nd time, and you already know what time it is against these boys. We're just going to go ahead and get them up out of here, as they're struggling this season, and I already cooked them the 1st time. I don't know what it is, but whenever I see the Falcons on the field, it just turns me up to a different level, and with them only being 2-7, we can easily go 7-3 right here and put us right back near the top of the NFC, as we're already in 1st place in our division, and that was the goal for this season, to get in the playoffs, as I'm able to get in the end zone and give us our first 7 of this game, where the Falcons are going to continue to struggle on offense. So if we can go ahead and get another score or 2 right here, this game will already be over. As you see, these running lanes are just huge, and I'm getting as many yards as I want, getting another gain of over 20, as I'm averaging 9 per carry. I'm already over 100 yards here in this 1st half, as we're trying to go ahead and get another touchdown, just feeding me the ball at will, as the Falcons just have no answers. I'm going to go ahead and get that 2nd touchdown to get my 15th rushing touchdown of this season, and we get the ball to start the 2nd half. So we're just going to go ahead and put this game away, breaking a tackle and rushing down the sideline to set us up with another 1st and goal, where I'm going to go ahead and get my 3rd touchdown of this game. You guys know the drill, man. It's Falcon K every day, as we have 161 yards and we get our 4th touchdown, already scoring, but I'm going to go ahead and run Jesse Bates over anyway, man, just to show y'all for one more time. Yes, this is on all Madden. We're just teed up here in our sophomore season, over 300 combined yards with 85 on the ground, as we improved to 7-3, and we have the 5-5 Rams, a game that we should win, but we're down here with a minute left before the half, as our offense had another slow start, but I'm going to go ahead and wake us up, maneuvering my way around 2 defenders to go ahead and get another receiving touchdown to give us the lead. But of course, Bryce Young is going to do some dumb shit. I'm literally wide open, but he's going to force this curl route, and Tre'Davious White's going to take it all the way back to the end zone to give the Rams the lead right before the half. But he's actually going to make up for it right here is he's going to find Xavier with 1 second left, and Xavier's going to be his man and take it all the way back into the end zone. So Bryce Young, I guess it's just water under the bridge, giving us the lead back as we also receive this kickoff right here. So let's just go ahead and put this game away. Getting a big gain on the ground as I'm actually only averaging 4 yards a carry here against the Rams. Having a bit of a down game, but we're finally starting to wake up right here. Getting 3 quick first downs to go ahead and put us inside the red zone as we're going to go ahead and get a 4th through the air to put us at the 18 where we go with the halfback screen. Now I pick up 2 great blocks from my lineman. I'm able to walk into the end zone untouched. Putting up 2 possessions here against the Rams, but they're actually going to score, get a stop, and score again. So with only 17 seconds left, it's actually a tie game as I'm able to get a clutch first down right here and get out of bounds. Where Bryce Young's actually able to find me over the middle of the field as I get another one to go ahead and put us in field goal range. So kicker, please do not sell us again. And he's actually going to make the field goal this time as we advance to 8-3 on the season and head to Tampa Bay to play the 8-3 Bucks. Tied for first place right now in the division as this is our first time matching up. So you know if it's a divisional game, I got to turn up. Making a defender miss and picking up huge yards through the air as we're going to go to the screen right here. I'm going to get some good blocks from my linemen to go ahead and put us in the red zone where we would have to settle for 3. So we're down here in this third quarter. Another tough game as our offense is just starting these games off way too slow. I'm able to get a big run right here, putting Antoine Winfield straight into the ground with the stiff arm as my strength is really starting to come along as I'm developing and growing into my body here over halfway through my second season in the NFL. As you see, I'm getting a lot better at breaking tackles and not necessarily just relying on my speed as I'm able to shut off another defender and get into the end zone that would give us the lead, but the Bucks are going to score again. So we're going to be down here by 4 once again with the 2-minute warning approaching. So it's going to be time for me to get another game-winning drive as I'm getting first down after first down, getting me over 100 yards, and then we go with the screen where I use my vision to maneuver around the blocks, and then I absolutely cook Antoine Winfield's ankles. I'm going to outrun these defenders and take this all the way into the end zone to go ahead and get another crunch time touchdown on the season, and our defense is going to go ahead and get that stop. So with only a minute left, they only have 2 timeouts, so we only need 1 first down. You know I'm going to get it. Absolutely running over Antoine Winfield again as I've absolutely been bullying him all game long to go ahead and secure us probably our most important win of the season, putting us alone at first place in the NFC South as we have another divisional game, and if we can win this game against the Saints, we can almost guarantee ourselves a first place finish in the division. Down 7 points here to start, but we're finally putting a good drive together here in the second quarter as we're able to make our first red zone trip, and I'm able to use my vision to cut back left and set us up with the 1st and goal, where of course they're going to feed me again. I'm actually going to get stopped here on 3rd and goal, and they would elect to kick 3, but the Saints would get another 7. So we're down 2 scores against a 5-7 squad, so we're really going to need to wake up if we want to win this game as I'm starting to improve my rushing average, getting 2 big gains right here to set us up with another 1st and goal where I'm able to get the first touchdown of this game, and they're going to give it to me again for the 2-point conversion to only put us down 3 points, and our defense is able to get a stop. So as the 4th quarter is coming to a close and I get this last first down, this potentially will be another crunch time drive. Bryce Young's able to find me over the middle of the field as I get another first down, and he's able to find me on 3rd and 3 for another, and then he's going to find me through the air again, putting my receiver skills on display here in the last 2 minutes of this game as I'm going to catch yet another pass to go ahead and keep our drive alive with only a minute left. We only need 3 to tie up this game, but of course we want to go for that win. Able to make a defender miss and set us up with the 1st and goal where I would fumble, but we recover it, and I'm able to get in the end zone with only 13 seconds left. Another game-winning touchdown for me as they're going to have to start calling me the Grim Reaper. Starting to lose track of how many game-winning touchdowns I've had so far in my career as the interviewer is going to ask me about my performance. I'm going to have to be boastful. I feel like I've really been putting this team on my back as we're one of the best teams in the NFC, but we've barely been winning games. As you see, another game where our offense starts off slow as we're losing 3-0 here against the 3-10 Patriots with only 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and I'm finally starting to string some good runs together as we're trying to take our first lead of this game, and I'm able to get to the outside and outrun a defender to do just that, giving us the lead, and our defense gets a stop as we try to go up 2 possessions here on New England. We're starting this drive deep in our own territory from the 7, but I'm able to give us a little bit of breathing room right here as Bryce Young's going to hit me for back-to-back passes as we go from the 7 to the 30-yard line in just 2 plays, and he's going to go ahead and hit me again for my 3rd reception of this drive, and on this 3rd and 10, I'm going to go ahead and make it a 4th, getting another first down and securing us 3 points before half as we also get this kickoff right here. So I'm going to get another first down through the air, literally looking like I'm playing receiver today, but I'm going to go ahead and go back to my normal position, using my vision to find a crease on the stretch and pick up another huge game where I'm going to make this defender look absolutely silly and fly my way into the end zone as I'm averaging over 10 yards a carry here in this game as we're finally starting to pull away. The Patriots haven't scored since the 1st quarter, and our offense is finally starting to click as I'm just getting big run after big run, over 160 yards on the ground, and you can't forget about all the receptions I've gotten in this game. Undoubtedly the best dual threat here in the NFL as it looks like we're going to improve to 11-3 and arguably be the best team in the league. We'd actually get stopped right here on this 4th and 1, and the Patriots get a touchdown, but it's not going to matter as I'm going to go ahead and get the last first down we need to go ahead and put this game on ice here at home as not only do we improve to 11-3, but that rush puts me over 2,000 yards with only 3 games left in the regular season. This time last year we were struggling for a playoff spot, but now we're among one of the best teams in the league, so I'm definitely feeling confident as we have another divisional game against the struggling Saints, and I'm already getting a huge run to start it off. With our chemistry growing and my confidence building, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to come out of this game game 12-3. As with only 4 carries, I'm over the 50-yard mark already here on our first drive of the game, and you see I'm already breaking tackles, getting another first down as we're just running the ball at will, and I'm finally getting my first reception. It's going to be for another first down. Literally getting a first down every single play as I'm able to get to the outside right here to go ahead and pick up another gain of 15, as I'm able to beat their DBs to the outside right here to get a touchdown that unfortunately would get called back due to a holding. That would move us too far back, and our first drive did look easy, but it's actually only going to end in a field goal. Thankfully though, our defense will get a stop and give us some great field position, so I'm already up over 100 yards as we're back in the red zone. Trying to go about 2 possessions here before the half as Bryce Young is able to hit me on the screen pass. I'm able to pick up the blocks as I have every time this season to go ahead and dive in the end zone to give us the 10-point lead that we were looking for, but we're actually going to get the ball back with 20 seconds, and we're going to run another screen, and I'm going to go ahead and use my patience to wait for my lineman to set some beautiful blocks. I get a huge gain right here on the halfback screen to go ahead and flip the field and try to go about 3 possessions, but of course Bryce Young is going to sell. I'm telling you, I feel like every time he doesn't give me the ball, he just does some dumb shit where he could have at least thrown the ball away and gotten 3, but instead he's going to give the ball right back to the other team. Thankfully, the Saints team is weak though, and we get another great stop, and we're already back in their territory once again. But as the season is winding down, once we get the ball back once again, I'm able to fly into the end zone for another easy score. But I'm telling you, once the playoff starts, Bryce Young is going to need to stop with the extra BS. Just give me the ball, and honestly, if I'm not open, just throw it away. As you see, we go with the inside zone. I'm taking this one all the way to the house, giving myself another game with over 2 yards rushing. This is going to be my 3rd touchdown here at home, as I'm having another dominant game against a division rival, and I'm going to get my 2nd touchdown of over 40 yards of this game, flipping into the end zone as we drop 30 points on the Saints. And with 294 yards, coach lets me get this last run to go ahead and officially break the most yards in a single game record. Over 300 rushing yards as I make history, and I still had over 100 through the air. Really starting to make a case for MVP this season as we only have 2 games left, and I've been showing out game after game. Honestly, feel like if I was on the Panthers, they'd be in dead last right now, as every time we win a game, I have to have an inhumane performance. But we're down 7 points here against the 5-10 Dolphins, and I feel like Bryce Young just threw that ball too late. If he would have hit me earlier, that would have been an easy touchdown, and he's going to throw an interception right here. Look at how far I am from the defender, and I understand he got hit as he threw, but it's going to be Bryce Young again, putting us down multiple scores here against a 5-10 team here late in the season. And the way that he's playing right now is making me really nervous as these playoffs are about to start. It's the 4th quarter, and we're about to lose to a 5-10 Dolphins team where he's going to actually make up for it by making a good throw off of his back foot with the defender in his face, and I'm able to go ahead and get a touchdown, but it'll be too little too late as we're going to lose to the 5-10 Dolphins. And yes, we did struggle today, but I'm not going to lie, I'm putting that on Bryce Young, just throwing interceptions when he has no business to, as our final game of the season is going to come against the Buccaneers, and you already know when it's a division rival, I'm going to be on one, taking my very first carry all the way to the house for over 80 yards, and I really feel like it's just impossible for me to lose to a divisional opponent, but I'm not going to lie, I am nervous for these playoffs to start. Bryce Young has been playing so mid, man. I feel like if he's not passing me the ball, he's throwing it to the other team, and once we start playing some of the best teams in the NFL, that's not going to slide, as I feel like if they just keep giving me the ball every play, a good playoff team is going to figure that out. We're going to get stopped right here at the 1-yard line as I'm denied at the goal line for one of the few times this season, and we're only up 1 point here against the Bucs, but you see I have over 192 yards as I put on another clinic against a divisional opponent. Antoine Winfield is just my son at this point, as every time we match up, it seems I'm putting him on the highlight reel, getting us another first down right here in the 4th quarter as I'm trying to go ahead and secure this put away drive. Only up 1 point with 4 minutes left, but I'm able to go ahead and get us another first down, and they're going to go ahead and feed me again as I go ahead and dive into the end zone, and that flag is going to be on the defense, so it's going to count, and our defense is going to get another stop. So we're trying to put the game away right here. I don't see anything I like left, so I literally reverse my field right, and I'm going to get into the end zone untouched, as not only do I fly into the end zone, but I give Antoine Winfield the peace sign, breaking my own record for the most rushing yards in a game with Rio, and the fact that I broke the single game record for 2 times in 3 weeks, I feel like that MVP is mine. 2,600 yards and 29 touchdowns on the ground. This is my 2nd season also getting over 1,000 yards through the air. Coach is telling me how proud he is of me, and he recognizes that I've led this team, and I've been telling y'all all season, I'll do whatever it takes to win, and if I have to get 50 touches for us to win in the playoffs, that's exactly what I'm going to do, as we head to the 1st round against the Rams in the wild card, and we're already down 10 points, and this is what I was talking about, man, already facing elimination here in the 2nd quarter, as we start another game off slow, and this team is only 9-8, so even if we win this game, I'm still worried about the rest. I honestly just don't feel like Bryce Young is capable of winning us a Super Bowl right now, as he is going to make a good throw right here, and we're able to get in the end zone to only put us down 3 points, but the honest truth is, man, I just feel like the quarterback needs to lead. I feel like I shouldn't be the leader. I feel like Bryce Young needs to take the reins. As you see, I'm bailing his ass out again, getting another huge touchdown to give us our first lead of this game, as I'm finally unlocking new animations. This is my first playoff appearance in the NFL, so I have to pull out all the stops, as I'm averaging over 10 yards a carry here in the playoffs, putting the Panthers on my back once again, as I won't take a loss for an answer. Only up 1 point here in the 4th quarter, as they're going to prove my point right here, calling an inside zone on 3rd and 14. What a terrible play call, but of course I'm going to make the play and get up in that end zone, and with our defense getting a stop here, this is going to be the put away away drive as I'm getting another huge rush right here, but I'm going to fumble. That rush would have put me over 200 yards, but not only am I going to fumble, but the Rams are going to go ahead and score, tying up the game here with only 47 seconds left. And I can honestly say if we lose this game, that would be my fault. But you know that I'm not going to let that happen as I'm getting not one, but I'm going to get a second first down as I'm absolutely frying my man, and I'm going to try and get into the end zone, but I'm actually going to get tackled as we run out of time here, and we're forced to go into overtime where it's going to be in 3rd and 10, and I don't know what route I run, but I'm able to get open, and not only do I get open, but I'm able to make 2 defenders miss and outrun Tre'Davious White to go ahead and get in the end zone to give us a huge touchdown here in overtime, where if we just get a stop, this will be our win, and I'm able to go ahead and get another go-ahead touchdown on the season, establishing myself as the best player in the NFL. But the Rams are actually going to score, tying it up, but it doesn't matter, as if we just get 3 points right here, the game will be over. And you see I'm just running at will, getting over 200 yards right there, and I'm going to outrun this safety to go ahead and get the game-winning touchdown. As I'm telling you, I will not be denied here in the playoffs, rushing for over 255 and literally getting every single touchdown of this game to secure ourselves a nail-biter victory and move on to the next round of the playoffs, as I also had 100 yards through the air, where we're officially only 2 games away from the Super Bowl, but we're going to have one of our toughest challenges of the season right here. 12-5 Green Bay, and we're down 7 points right here, and we're opening our playbook up early, already lining me up out wide as I'm able to catch a couple of first downs, and then they're going to go ahead and give me the inside zone as I'm able to break some tackles to go ahead and get another first. Just steady making our way down the field right here as we're trying to tie up this game, as I'm able to beat my man to the outside and able to do just that through the air. But the Packers would actually get back-to-back scores, so we are down 10 points here before the half, but I'm able to make another big catch to go ahead and flip the field and get us a field goal where the whole 3rd quarter was quiet. So we're going to jump to the 4th, where I'm able to get my 2nd receiving touchdown of this game, tying it up at 17 apiece as we're in another hell game here in the divisional round, and our defense is actually able to get a stop. So we're trying to go ahead and get another put-away drive right here. I feel like every game this season has come down to the last drive, and I feel like it's always me to make the play, getting first down after first down, and you see I get absolutely wide open on the corner route, and I'm able to go ahead and get in the end zone as I have 3 touchdowns through the air. I'm telling you, they need to start putting receiver on my player card as I can do no wrong, but the Packers are actually going to take this all the way down the field and go for 2, and we're going to get eliminated from the playoffs as I felt like I did everything I could, but it just wasn't enough. Getting my 2nd Pro Bowl appearance and winning the MVP award, my 2nd season in the NFL, undoubtedly establishing myself as the best player in the league, where the Bills are actually going to beat the team that beat us to win the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to lie, I'm definitely heartbroken by that loss, but to be honest, I'm proud of us. We went from not making the playoffs to being one of the best teams in the NFL and losing to the team that made the Super Bowl. And they asked where I think we'll go from here, and I said that I want to be back here next year, but I'm not going to lie, I capped my ass off. I'm tired of Bryce Young, and I'm tired of feeling like I have to carry, so I went ahead and had to pull a KD, man. I went to the team that won the Super Bowl, and Sean McDermott is excited to have me. He's asked me if I'm ready to defend the title, and I definitely am, as now not only am I the best player in the NFL, but I'm the most hated. Going to the team that won the Super Bowl, and I'm not going to lie, I got tired of carrying, and I got tired of getting sold. Playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL is definitely going to elevate my game, and it's perfect that we have the Chiefs week 1 as we get to play Patrick Mahomes, the devil himself, to see how we stack up against Black Magic and see if we can go ahead and go back-to-back this season. Obviously, this will be my first ring, but I'm trying to go ahead and secure Josh Allen his 2nd, as my first touchdown as a Bill is going to go ahead and be a touchdown pass from Josh himself, and I'm spiking this ball out of excitement as I really feel like we're going to go absolutely crazy this season, as if I can carry the Panthers to the playoffs, what am I going to do on a Super Bowl champion roster? Of course, Patrick is going to go ahead and score a touchdown right here, and we're tied at 7-7 here in the 3rd quarter in a tight game, but this is what I'm talking about, man. Usually I have to make every play, but look at Josh Allen. He's going to run over a linebacker and take this all the way into the end zone to go ahead and give us the lead here late in this game. And when I tell you I was smiling ear to ear watching that play, as even though Patrick Mahomes is going to tie up this game, man, honestly, win, lose, or draw, I know that we're going to make a deep playoff run because Josh Allen can actually make plays himself. I won't have to do everything myself here. It's just going to be such a big load off of me as I went from being the only player on the team to having playmakers all around me. Not only Josh Allen, but we have Dalton Kincaid, we have Keon Coleman, but of course, I'm still going to make the big play, giving us the go-ahead touchdown right here with only 58 seconds left. But of course, Satan himself is going to score not once, but twice. So here in overtime, we're actually down 3 points. So we're going to need a field goal to at least tie up this game, but we're going to need a touchdown because you know Mahomes is going to score again. But we go to screen pass right here, and the defensive end is going to make a crazy play as that's that black magic right there. That man has never jumped that high in his life as we're going to lose our first game in a breaker to the Chiefs. So honestly, I don't think that'll be an indicator of what's to come this season. As like I said, man, we were playing Satan himself. So we'll definitely see him again in the playoffs, and we're going to get our get back. But for now, we have our first divisional game of the season against the New York Jets, and Josh Allen's able to get us on the board right here to take the lead. And I'm hoping that I can have the same success in this division that I did in the FC South, and it's looking like so, as I'm able to crack a big run right here, and they're not going to catch me, as I'm going to take this all the way into the end zone, as I'm averaging well over 10 yards a carry. It just looks like whenever it's going to be a divisional game, it's going to be my time to shine, as we're tied up at 14 right here, but I'm going to give us another huge gain to put us at the 1, and they're going to reward me, letting me finish off the drive, but the Jets aren't going to go down. Tied here at 21 apiece, and it's good to see, even though I'm on the best team in the NFL, when it's that final drive, they know who to give the ball to. I'm able to pick up another huge gain right here to put us well within jet territory as we're trying to go ahead and get this put away drive. Absolutely milking the clock as I secure myself my first 200 rushing yard game of the season, but we're able to go ahead and chew all the clock and get the final field goal to get our first win on the season. And now that we have the Browns and we're able to stay at home, it's finally time to lock in and string some wins together as I'm able to dive in the end zone to give us our first 7, and we were able to secure 3, so we're already up 2 scores as I get another first down right here through the air. And Josh Allen is just so much better of a thrower than Bryce Young was. As you see, every time I'm open, I really don't even have to call for it. He's firing it right there, and the ball just gets there so much faster. You really notice the difference playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. As you see, he's going to find me again, and this time it's going to be for a touchdown. Only 15 yards here before I get this first down on the ground, but honestly, it doesn't matter as I've been making plays through the air all game long, as this is one of the most versatile offenses in the NFL, and I really feel like this is going to be a year that I do even better through the air. And as you see, Josh Allen's able to go ahead and get a touchdown himself on the ground as we're absolutely smacking the Browns 24-0, and I'm able to get another big run to go ahead and get another 100-yard game. And we're not going to stop there as we're chewing out the clock, but we're going to go ahead and get a final touchdown, putting salt in the wound as we drop 30 points on the Browns, and it looks like we're finally starting to find our stride. Me being on this new team is going to take a little bit to get the chemistry, but it looks like we're finally starting to find it. As you see, I'm already becoming one of Josh Allen's favorite targets, and they're still giving me a healthy dose of carries on the ground as I'm able to set us up with the first and goal from the 2, and you know I'm going to go ahead and finish this drive, trying to go ahead and stay undefeated in our division against the Dolphins. I'm going to have to be on my A game here, getting another first down through the air, as then Josh Allen's able to find Kincaid, and he's able to beat his man for another huge gain as we're just trying to secure some points before the half, and Josh Allen's going to find me beating my man on this zig route to go ahead and do just that, putting us up 2 scores as our offense is starting to look like one of the best in the league, as our defense gets us a good stop here in the 3rd quarter, and I absolutely barrel over a defender to set us up with another first and goal where I get myself another touchdown to put us up 3 scores as the games are starting to get a little too easy. Up 20-0 on a solid divisional opponent, and I'm going to weave out some defenders to go ahead and take this one all the way to the crib, getting my 4th touchdown of this game. Josh Allen's going to go ahead and get himself another rushing touchdown as we went absolutely crazy this game, securing ourselves another 30-point W. We're going to head back on the road against one of the best teams so far in the NFC, in the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to have to go ahead and carry over that momentum to Minnesota if we want to go ahead and go 4-1. Josh Allen's able to find his man on a key 3rd and 7 to go ahead and give us the first down, and the play action works to perfection. The defense has to watch it, and Keon Coleman's going to be wide open in the back of the end zone where the Vikings will go ahead and tie up the game, but you know that we're not tripping as it seems like this offense just moves the ball with ease. Josh Allen is just so quick to find the open man, and we're already back in Viking territory here before the half as he throws another dot to Khalil Shakir, absolutely threading the needle to set us up with first and goal yet again. We're able to go ahead and get in the end zone, and we get the ball to start the second half. So if we can go ahead and go by 2 possessions right here, we can almost guarantee putting this game away. It seems near impossible for our offense to get stopped as we're just moving like butter here down the field, already back in Viking territory, just doing whatever we want here against Minnesota as Josh Allen's going to go ahead and get himself another touchdown. It's just such a great feeling to have a quarterback that can score himself and make plays as we get another impressive win on the season. And that was a nice win as we're able to head back home against a struggling 1-4 Lions. So let's just go ahead and get our 5th win of the season. The run game is looking nice to start this game as I'm able to make a defender miss, and then Josh Allen's able to find me through the air for another first down. Trying to go ahead and take the lead here before the half as we did start this game off pretty quiet. We're finally able to get into the end zone after a few plays, and we get the second half kickoff. So as I rush for another first down, we're just trying to go ahead and go up 2 possessions right here. But honestly, this last first down would be the last big play of this game as we only get 3 points, and the Lions would get 1 touchdown, but that would be it for this game, getting us another win as we did have a pretty mediocre game, but at this point, getting the W is all that matters. As now this game is going to be a fight for first place in the AFC, playing against the 5-1 Chargers. We're definitely going to have to be locked in for this one, but Josh Allen's going to make his first big mistake of the season, throwing a ball to a receiver that definitely wasn't open, and I hope that Josh Allen doesn't start doing what he does in real life. He'll ball all season long, and then when it's finally time for him to turn up, he starts choking, but thankfully enough, he has me on his team to take some of the weight off of his shoulders, and I'm able to get a big touchdown run right here to give us the lead, and then Josh Allen's able to make a nice pass right here before the half, and as time expires, I'm able to go ahead and get in the end zone to go ahead and put us up by 7, where we get another score, and our defense has been balling all game. So to start the 4th quarter, we're already up by 10, but I'm going to pick up some nice blocks and go ahead and get the touchdown we need to secure this game against the Chargers, rushing for over 10 yards carry against what was the best team in the AFC, but now we're sitting atop the #1 spot. We have another divisional game against the Patriots, and with them sitting at 3-3, we need to win this game to not only stay undefeated in the division, but to go in 7-1 and further cement ourselves in first place in the AFC as we're able to get 7 points right there, and Josh Allen's able to find me for a gain of about 20 yards as we're trying to get some points before the half, and I run a beautiful corner route to absolutely beat my man, and I'm able to break a tackle to set us up well within Patriot territory, and we're going to try to go for 7, and the very next play, Josh Allen's able to escape the pocket and find me beating my man on this out route, and we're actually going to risk it for the biscuit, running the ball with no timeouts left, but you know I'm going to get up in that end zone, giving us the lead that we needed before half. So we need this drive right here to go ahead and go up 2 scores. I'm able to get about a gain of 13 right here as we're finally starting to get some good blocks and get the run game started as I make another man miss to go ahead and pick up another chunk gain, and then a few plays later, we're gonna go ahead and convert on this 3rd and 6 as I'm wide open in the flat, and I already have over 100 yards receiving on this game, but I'm also doing impressive on the ground as well, as I'm able to get myself another rushing touchdown, averaging over 7 yards a carry, as this is another game where I have every single touchdown that we've scored so far, and I'm still getting big play after big play. The Patriots actually put up a good fight, and they're only down 1 possession right here, but they just can't stop me on the defensive side of the ball, putting the team on my back once again and breaking 2 tackles to go ahead and set us up at the 1-yard line, literally getting every yard on this drive right here and getting the final touchdown. But that would actually be our last game before the bye week. It would make us play the Patriots yet again 2 times in a row, but this time we're actually going to be down here 4 points with only 14 seconds left. Josh Allen's going to find me on back-to-back plays, but unfortunately I tried to call for the ball and it made me do a possession catch right here, so we're forced to burn a timeout. But I'm going to beat my man on this post right here, and I'm able to use my speed to outrun the defenders, scoring with only 5 seconds left to go ahead and give us the game-winning touchdown here, as it looked dire, but we're able to beat the Patriots 2 times in a row, as we're going to have our 4th divisional game in a row. Schedule makers is putting us through absolute hell, as even though the Dolphins are 1-9, Josh Allen is going to throw a terrible pick right here, as we're already down 7 points, and then he's going to fumble. Not only is he going to fumble, but Bradley Chubb is going to take this all the way to the 1-yard line before I tackle him, and Josh Allen is actually going to go down. He won't return for the rest of this game, so we're down 14-0, and we have a backup quarterback in. This is looking terrible right now, as this was not a game we were supposed to lose, but it seems like everything's going to hell. As you see, I don't even call for that ball, but he's going to force it inside, and they're going to take this one all the way back, and we're going to go down 21-0 against the 1-9 Dolphins, and it's not even halftime yet. So without our starting quarterback, it honestly looks like we might take our 2nd loss of the season against a team we honestly had no business losing to. Down 21-0 before our backup quarterback finally makes a play, throwing a perfect over-the-shoulder ball, as I'm able to get us 7 points before the half. We also get the 2nd half kickoff, so this game is definitely not over, but we're definitely going to need some help from our defense, as the Dolphins are going to go ahead and get another 3 before we're able to get the ball back. And at the start of the 4th quarter, we are down 3 scores. Our backup's able to make a nice play right here, finding Khalil Shakir, beating Jalen Ramsey to put us down 10 points, but as you see, we're just going to run out of time. The Dolphins offense made little to no mistakes this game, and we would get this garbage time touchdown right here, but we're going to lose our 2nd game of the season in our 1st divisional match and a frustrating loss, but thankfully Josh Allen will be back. As you see, I didn't do too good on the ground, but I still had over 187 through the air, still making an impact even if it isn't at my true position. But now that we have our QB1 back and we have the NA Bears, this is really the revenge game to go ahead and silence all the haters calling us frauds and overrated. But Josh Allen is starting to tweak, bruh. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but whenever we get to the 2nd half of the season, or whenever the playoffs are starting to come around, these quarterbacks just start selling. I'm sorry for breaking the 4th wall, but Madden, bruh, get your shit together. He really did not need to throw that pass, but my bad, I digress, as we get another 1st down, and then I'm able to catch this ball in the flat to get another gain of about 25, as I walk into the end zone untouched right here, and this is going to be another game where I have 100 yards before the 2nd half, really entering the Braylon Brown era of the NFL, as I'm threatening to win back-to-back MVPs as a running back. And like I said, I'm really a running back receiver, as I'm going to catch this pass and outrun all the defenders to go ahead and flip into the end zone for my 2nd touchdown of this game. That will be the final score of this one, as we're going to win another one, and I have another game with over 100 yards both on the ground and through the air, improving to 10-2 on the season. And you see I'm already starting this game off tripping. Here in Las Vegas, I'm going to take my 1st carry all the way to the crib, but we're actually in another close game. The Raiders are only 6-6, but we're only up 3 points here in the 3rd quarter, but I'm having another amazing game. Josh Allen's going to find me on this out route, as I absolutely fry my man to go ahead and set us up inside the red zone, and he's going to hit me again. I'm going to hit this spin cycle right here, making the defender look absolutely silly, and I'm going to fall to the 1-yard line, where of course they're going to let me finish the drive, and we're able to go up 2 scores here against the Raiders, and they would get a touchdown, but they would run out of time, as we're able to take this final knee, and we win another game on the season. These games have been pretty close, but as long as we can get the W, that's all that matters, as now we're playing a tough 49ers team in the snow, and I'm able to tie up the game on a key 4th and goal right there, and our defense is able to get a stop. So as I get another 1st down here with this halfback screen, we're trying to go ahead and take the lead before the half, dashing through the snow as I make another defender miss and pick up huge yards to secure us 3 points before the half, and we get the 2nd half kickoff. So I get another 1st down on this out route to give us a 3rd and 12, where a few plays later, it's 4th and inches, and coach is going to trust me to go for it, and I'm going to get much more than inches. I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way into the end zone untouched for a touchdown to put us up 10 points against San Francisco, and now we'll go ahead and be the end of this game as well, putting us at 12-2 with only 3 games remaining. We're definitely guaranteed a playoff spot, but we want that 1st seed. Tied right now with the Chiefs and the Devil himself at 12-2. We really need to win out the rest of the season if we want that 1st round bye, and as you see, we're definitely on pace for that, as we made this drive look easy, just giving me the ball, and I'm able to finish it off with the touchdown, and Josh Allen's going to keep feeding me, spitting out a defender and breaking a tackle, as I'm really proving myself to be unstoppable. I honestly feel like if I keep playing like this, I'll be known as the greatest NFL player of all time. It's only my 3rd season, but you cannot tell me anyone that you've ever seen with a more complete game. I can make defenders miss, I can outrun them, I can run them over, and I'm still running routes and catching big passes. As you see, I get a rushing touchdown, and now I'm lined up at the slot, but Josh Allen, what the hell are you doing, my man? I told you as the season starts to wind down, these computer quarterbacks just start tripping. tripping, throwing balls that they just have no business throwing. I'm going to go ahead and bail his ass out again, taking my first touch of this drive all the way to the crib as I fly into the end zone to go ahead and give us the lead here in Jacksonville, as we have too much talent on this team. I'm not going to let Josh Allen doing too much ruin our season. So I literally had to whisper to McDermott, hey man, he's tripping. Just give me the ball and we will win this game. And as you see, I'm just getting big gain after big gain, making defenders look absolutely silly, whether I'm faking them out or just running through them. I'm getting my third first down in a row right here as I'm breaking another tackle and getting a huge gain, securing myself another game of over 200 yards. And not only that, but I'm able to run over a defensive tackle to go ahead and get the final touchdown of this game. Where it's time for last year's Super Bowl rematch, and both of these teams are sitting at first place in 13-2. Patrick Mahomes finally lost a damn game, so this is a must win right here. If we beat the best team in the NFC, not only will we secure ourselves a first round bye, but it will send a message to the rest of the league headed into the playoffs. And on top of that, this is the same team that broke my heart last year when I was in Carolina, scoring with no time left on the clock and getting that 2-point conversion. So you know I'm taking this game personally. It is a close run right here as we're only up 1 point here in the third quarter, but I've had a pretty solid game. 95 yards on the ground. I've been doing work through the air as well. I'm able to run over a defender to go ahead and get us a touchdown right here. But of course the Packers would score and get the 2-point conversion. So we're in another overtime game here late in the regular season. I'm not tripping. As you know, when the game is on the line, all you have to do is give me the ball and I promise you I'll do the rest. I've literally touched the ball every single time and I've already got us all the way down the field. So we're just going to go ahead and kick this field goal right here as the Packers did get the ball first. So we're going to watch this ball go through the uprights as I think our kicker finally stopped betting on our games, nailing the game-winning field goal right here to go ahead and beat not only the best team in the NFC, but secure ourselves the W in this Super Bowl rematch, giving us all the confidence in the world headed into our last game of the season against the 6-10 Broncos. We already have that first round bye in the bag, so we just need to go ahead and win this game for an extra confidence boost, as I really feel like we have a back-to-back coming and I'm going to be able to get my first ring in only my third season in the NFL. And with me getting this touchdown right here, I'm already the favorite to win another MVP. If I win back-to-back Ps and the Super Bowl this season, they might have to say that I've had the best prime as a running back in the NFL, and I've only been here for 3 years, winning Offensive Player of the Year my rookie year and then winning MVP my second year. So if I can get it a third, as I'm getting another huge touchdown play right here, and I really feel like I cannot be denied, they're going to have to start saying that I'm one of the best running backs of all time, and it's only my third year, just getting first down after first down and getting yards at will, as this is going to be another game where I'm going to average near 10 yards a carry, absolutely dominating the Broncos, as yes, we're only up 7, but you see my stats, I'm going absolutely crazy, not letting one defender take me down, and I don't know why Josh Allen didn't pass this ball right here. 3rd and 18, and me and Coleman were both wide open, and he's going to run it, and that's that dumb shit that I'll be talking about, but it's not going to matter, as we're going to go ahead and secure ourselves a win to go ahead and finish the season 15-2 with the best record in the NFL, as we get that first round bye, and we have the Bengals here in the divisional round. Yes, they are 9-8, but this is no team to sleep on, as they're already up 7-0 right here, as before Josh Allen makes this incredible pass to Khalil Shakir, our offense was struggling for much of that first half, but we were able to take the lead. The Bengals were able to go ahead and get a field goal to tie it up, so it's 10-10 here in the third quarter, but these are the moments that I live for. Close playoff football, and I'm actually with a solid team. Last season I would be scared, but this season I have all the confidence in the world, and right as I say that, Josh Allen is gonna sell. My mans, what are you doing? I was low-key a little salty that they didn't call my number from the 1 yard line, but I have grown to trust Josh Allen, but that's just a fumble we cannot have here if we want to go ahead and move on to the next round. Thankfully our defense was able to get a stop, but after Josh Allen fumbled in crunch time, I literally told coach, give me the damn ball, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. To be honest, I'm starting to gain a little bit of the ego, and some of my teammates are starting to dislike I ask for the ball all the time, but I feel like that's really what we need to do for us to win. As you see, we wouldn't be able to score, and we're gonna be headed to overtime here in the playoffs, so I'm gonna need that ball every play, my boy. We're getting a huge gain right here, and I'm able to get some good blocks. To be honest, I really feel like my ego is justified when I'm literally a walking first down. You know how they call a hooper a walking bucket? Well, they need to call me a walking first down. As you see, making the defenders look absolutely silly, as I'm putting the whole city of Buffalo on my back for this final drive right here. They literally gave me the ball every single play, and I'm able to get up in the end zone to go ahead and get another career game-winning touchdown as I rush for over 150 yards, and we're 1 game away from the Super Bowl. And they asked me how it feels to get this crucial win. I knew that I'd have to put the team on my back to make the big plays we would need to win that game. Being 1 game away from the Super Bowl, man, you see who we're playing, man. Satan himself, and he already made a blood sacrifice before this game, so this is going to be a really tough matchup. They only finished 11-6, but you see they still found their way into the final game. We're literally going to have to pull out all the stops if we want to beat Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs. As you saw what they did to us the first game of the season, winning the game with barely any time left in overtime. So as Josh Allen gets the first touchdown of this game, that man is absolutely hype. He's smacking that thing, giving us our first 7, and our defense is able to get a stop, so we really need to take advantage of that. It's not often that EA lets Patrick Mahomes get stopped in these games, so I'm going to go ahead and take this run all the way to the crib. We're going to need as much of a lead as possible before they start cheating for his ass. So we're up 14-0 here before the half as I fly into the end zone, and I'm absolutely hyped. Surprisingly enough, our defense would actually get another stop, and as I beat my man to the outside on this out route, I'm able to break Justin Reed's tackle and get us right back in the red zone to secure us at least 3 points here in this game. But of course, Josh Josh Allen is going to sell. Man, what the hell are you doing? As I literally put all of my anger into that strip right there, but we wouldn't be able to recover it. Could have easily been up 3 possessions right there, but thankfully enough, we do get the ball to start the second half. The Chiefs can't fuck with me, so we're just going to take this one all the way down inside their territory yet again. As I catch this pass and make Trent McDuffie look silly to go ahead and put us up 21 points on the Chiefs, doing them how the Eagles just did them a couple days ago, as we're able to beat the devil himself. Look at him on his knees, man, as the blood sacrifice at halftime didn't work. We're able to make the Super Bowl behind another impressive performance behind me, and they asked me how it feels, and to be honest, I'm not that excited. I'm trying to collect all my Infinity Stones as I'm breaking all the records on the ground and through the air, winning another MVP, securing myself a back-to-back, beating out Satan himself for a second season, and getting Sean McDermott Coach of the Year. I really feel like I'm on top of the world, but honestly, the Super Bowl ring is my last Infinity Stone. Securing another season, rushing for over 2,000 yards, and getting 31 touchdowns on the ground, and also being top 10 in receiving yards, making me a top 10 receiver and the best running back in the league. I'm telling you, I wholeheartedly believe I'm one of the best players of all time early on in my career, and this ring will really help me cement that, as I'm able to get my first down of the Super Bowl, and getting another one right here on a crucial 3rd and 3, as honestly, I don't know if I should have called for this ball or not. I honestly thought that Josh Allen would have thrown it earlier, but I feel like the delay is what caused the interception. If you want to blame that on me, you can, but they're going to take this all the way back into the end zone. We're actually going to start this game down 7 points, so it's only about 30 seconds before the half. We're desperately looking to get on the board here in the biggest game of the season, but of course, Josh Allen's going to start bullshitting. I'm going to be wide open, and he's going to miss me right here, and we're forced to take 3, but he's going to go ahead and make up for it, finding Dalton Kincaid here in the 3rd quarter, and he's able to take it all the way into the end zone to go ahead and give us our first lead of the Super Bowl. But the Rams would actually go ahead and score again, so with only 2 minutes left, we're down 4 points here, but it looks like Josh Allen is finally locked in. He doesn't even have to give me the ball, and we're just getting first down after first down, as Dalton Kincaid is really showing up right here, getting wide open, and Josh Allen is making the throw every time, and I'm able to go ahead and finish off the drive, getting the touchdown we need to win the Super Bowl with only 9 seconds left, continuing to show I'm one of the clutchest players of all time. So yes, go ahead and ring me, as I'm able to get my first Super Bowl, only my 3rd season in the NFL, establishing myself in NFL history forever, as I've broken so many records, back 2,000 rushing yard seasons, back-to-back MVPs, 3 Offensive Player of the Year awards in a row, and I'm finally able to get my first ring, and I promise you this will not be the last one. We're absolutely hyped in the locker room, but this is crazy. I guess I forgot to close that back door. The Bills signed me for 1 season to get a ring out of me, and they won't even offer to re-sign. I don't know if it was my ego that started pissing off the locker room, but you know what, bro? If you don't want me, I'm gonna go ahead and take that personal. Go play the devil himself, and look at this roster. Me, Satan, Rice, Worthy, and Marquise Brown. Where the theme for season 4 is gonna be get back.